Hi, my name is Lisa. Welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. If you're new, awesome. Love having you here. Thank you for being here. If you're not, thank you for being here too. If you can give me thumbs up, likes, shares, subscribes, whatever, anything that could help me get the information out there that is needed. So I'm really happy to have this be my first working video back after having had some problems with I broke my computer, so last year I wasn't able to make any videos, and that happened like 10 months ago. And in that time I also had some surgery, and some other stuff happened, and I had surgery on my hand, carpal tunnel surgery, and I can use it for the most part, and I've been working with the cards, and still a little awkward, but it's good enough to work, so I'm back, and I have better equipment, but it's different. But anyhow, this is a really different reading because I was just led to shuffle cards. I prayed and I shuffled cards, and I was led to look at the bottoms of the cards, like at the bottom of the deck, and flip the top card, or not the top card, but the bottom card, have it be face up. So I have the top card and the bottom card, actually. And I had no idea what this was going to be about. I just knew it was going to be different because I was actually going to start on Capricorn, but I was told no, that this needed to be done, and I had no idea what it was. But once I started putting the cards out, the last card that I put out, and these I call my God cards. They are the cards that I use that show what the divine intervention is for the situation going on, like the big energy. And I tell you, the last card I flipped out is the Emperor. Sorry, it's backwards. Can't do anything about that. But anyhow, so this is about the divine masculine, and this is an SOS to me and all other divine feminines out there who are really struggling. There's a portal that is closing as we speak, and this is the angels, the divine, this is God, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same. But this is them calling out what's going on and what needs to be done ASAP. This is for ascension. This is for a more smooth union, for physical union. But so this is a twin flame reading. This is my very first one, and I had absolutely no idea I was doing this until it happened. So this is about the Emperor. This is about the divine masculine, but this is for the divine feminine, about the divine masculine. So on the bottom of the deck, this is the Page of Wands, and this deck, it's the Page of Gabriel, and this is what I call my God deck for the God energies that are assisting right now with our journeys. And the Divine Masculine is coming up as the Page of Wands. Energetic, brave, optimistic, and playful. This is a time to follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. And you know what? This is a mirroring energy because twin flames mirror each other. So what happens with the Divine Masculine happens with the Divine Feminine as well, because we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. So anytime the feminine energies can get triggered in someone, and anytime masculine energies can get triggered in someone. So this reading is about both of the counterparts, but this is saying that we need to be in our highest vibrations right now. Come on. Me, myself included, just yesterday I spent most of the day in bed. I mean, I wasn't depressed, but I wasn't happy either. There's no reason for that. Passion. What lights you up? What about your purpose? Are you doing that? This is mine. And I had to get right back to it. So in my Romance Angels deck, on the bottom of the deck, let me show you this. Let go of control issues. And again, I'm sorry it's backwards, but this is a warning. Divine Feminines, let this situation unfold naturally. And this screams at me too, because I am basically a control freak. I shouldn't laugh, because it's not really that great of a thing, but it's to the point where I micromanage basically everything in my life, including people. And it's my lesson to learn to not micromanage people in my life and just go with the flow. You know, one thing that really speaks to control issues that I have a problem with is spiritual spying. And it's a form of control, like having control, like it's because it's a need to know thing, and like you rationalize it in your brain, like this is for this reason, and I need to know this, and however you slice it, like if y'all are spying in some way, whether it's stalking or spying or tarot or mediumship or whatever, yes, and this is slapping my hand too, because I was doing it too. So this is for me just as much as it is for y'all. So the card on the top of the deck is Unrequited Love in the reverse. In the reverse. Which means that a situation that appears to be one-sided love, unrequited love, isn't. Because that other person secretly loves you. But there's control issues with both of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. This is a mirroring energy as well. All of this is mirroring energy. So I have this twin flame angel numbers from Mystic Moon. I love Mystic Moon. Very big fan. Very big shout out to Mystic Moon. Anyhow, here's your deck. Bottom of the deck. 7, 1, 1, 1. Triggers brought on by your counterpart are necessary for the healing of past wounds and traumas. So triggers that are coming up, they're not meant to make people suffer. They're meant to come up so that they can be healed, so that people can be forgiven. Self, others, God, whatever. Whoever needs to be forgiven. And there's a lot of triggers that's been going on. And it's because these wounds haven't been healed on both sides. But the divine feminine is, further ahead of the divine masculine in most cases, because the divine feminine is the one that starts it, and then once the divine feminine gets to a certain percentage of the ascension level, then their divine counterpart starts changing, and things just start happening, different stuff. But anyway, the card at the top of this deck by Mystic Moon is 333, and I've been seeing this number a lot. I've also been seeing a lot of ones, and 711 is a very personal number to me, so I'm not surprised to see that. But it's 333. Past, present, and future energies need examining. What do you truly want moving forward? And you don't have time. Like a day or two. I don't even know about 2 days. That's what we're talking about here. This is SOS. This is urgent. This can also be for whenever you see it. Like, time doesn't exist. But this is meant for right now. So my regular Rider-Waite deck, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. So this is all about love, romance. But there's blockages here. That's why this reading is happening. The blockage is this. It's the Nine of Swords. And whenever it came up at the top of the deck, it came in the reverse. So this says to me that this has to be released. This is anxiety. This is overthinking. This is fear. This is to the point where it's affecting your sleep, your health, your life. Period. Needs released. And I do emotional purging a lot. But it never feels like enough sometimes. So this tells me that, I've got work to do just as much as y'all. Okay. My last deck that I have is the Energy Oracle cards. I don't know who did them, but anyhow, Energy Oracle door. Door to personal healing and happiness in the reverse. Why? Because the card at the top of the deck is attachment. This is codependency. This is attachment to people, places, and things that are dragging you down, making you unhappy, costing you money, hurting you, interfering with you, whatever that's negative that you're holding on to for whatever reason. Could be for love, could be for money, could be for kids, could be for any reason at all. But we're talking about this is the problem. And this overthinking and anxiety is the problem. And, oh, that's not my last deck. I'm sorry. So I have these angel deck. At the bottom of the deck, be assertive. You know what you need to be assertive of? Me too. All of us. Whoever's watching this. We need to be assertive of our mind. How we think. If we have a negative thought that comes to our head, the first thing that should be done is, nope, I cancel that. And I release that into the universe. I'm not entertaining that thought. That's the past. The past is done. Clean slate. Make it a clean slate. Because this can also be a grudge, unforgiveness, doubt, misunderstanding. This could be an attachment to mental processes, overthinking about love, and being in fear. But the angel's deck, all right? The card at the top of the deck, all right? I didn't show you that. That's the last card. If we're assertive to watch our mind, okay, and not get into obsessive and negative thinking and release attachments and the control issues, the situation will improve. But the work must be done. The lessons must be learned. And we only have a day or two to get this together. Because pretty much whenever the full moon happens, big change is going to happen. And if you're not ready, it's not going to go so well. We need to be as ready as we possibly can to keep our minds clear from negativity. This is a time we should be dancing, laughing, singing, entertaining, cracking jokes, not drinking, not doing drugs, unless it's your medication, whatever. I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, like, we need to be having a good time. As much as possible. It's relaxing and it's soothing to the soul. We're not instead of focusing on this stuff, our focus is to be on our passions. The things that we're passionate about doing in our lives is our life purpose. Whether it's a service to others, whether it's your art, your craft, I've got a number of things that I do. Like everybody's got their thing. What's your thing? Whatever you're skilled at, whatever you're good at doing, that's what your purpose is. Whatever you've always dreamed of and what you've never done is what you're supposed to be doing. People overthink, oh, what's my purpose? I did it too. I was there. I was like, I have no idea. I mean, I know what my skills are and this is what I can do. And it just didn't seem realistic to me. Okay, so for example, me. I was in that mentality because my skills are singing and teaching about spiritual things or educational things, things to bring awareness on social issues. That's my forte, okay? Like, I do motivational speaking. I am working on getting videos out for that as well. But my story, it's a story. And let me tell you, I'm like a living success story. Honestly. And it's just a fact. It's confidence. It's not ego. I really try my best to keep my ego in check. But I'm very good at everything that I do because everything's got to be perfect. So, like, I'm a hard worker. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And I'm really intuitive. I'm psychic. I do cards. I do music. I do teaching. I'm a boss, basically. I manage things. I manage myself. But I can't be managing people. Not in a negative way. Just boundaries, you know? Boundaries away from attachments. Negativity. It's about... This whole thing is about getting happy, staying happy, helping others, doing what it is that you're gifted with. And, yeah, I'm like, these are my skills, but this ain't making me money. It ain't making me money because I ain't doing anything with it. I'm doing something with it now, but it's going to take some time. That's okay. But anyhow, the point is I'm only talking about myself and purpose and passion as an example to get y'all thinking about what your talent is, whether it's art, music, film, writing. I don't care. Whatever it is that isn't in your heart to do, that's your dream, do it. It's what you're here for. Don't waste the time that you have sitting there thinking, oh, well, I have these skills and they're not feasible for anything, so I'm just not going to do anything. Not doing anything is just not even trying. And that's unacceptable. That's failing and not even trying. And that's not what we're here to do. We're here to do our best as humans, students, lovers, husbands, wives, mothers, fathers, siblings, whatever you are to somebody, whatever. Anyhow, it's kind of getting off topic. But the point is when you're focused on what makes you happy, when the love situation comes to you, which is coming so soon, I can feel it. It's so close. But when it comes, you'll be that much more stable because you've been happy and you've been working on things that are lighting you up and giving you joy. You're not stressed out. You're not going to be triggered as much. You'll be able to compose yourself and keep your emotions in check when you have your encounter with your emperor. Male or female, doesn't matter. It's just energy. The emperor's coming. Are you ready? Which means, are you living in fear? Are you living in doubt, pain, sorrow, depression, anger, resentment, unforgiveness, etc., etc.? Fill in the blank. Anything that's negative. Are you any of those things? If you are, you're not ready. And the counterparts will repel once more for another cycle that we don't have time for. I don't know what that means, but we don't have time for some kind of cycle for the same old shit, which is this attachment stuff and the control issues and unrequited love in reverse, the secret, the one person's like pining in the other in the open, and the other one's pining in secret and denying, and this is such a weird situation. But it is because of fear. Fear, fear, fear. And divine feminine. The less fear you have, and the less that you're triggered by fear, the better. Because your masculine's coming to you full of fear. He doesn't understand what's going on. But he knows that he loves you. And he wants some kind of cooperation with you. But your divine masculine's wounded. Because you are too. A little bit. But we need to show compassion to them when they come to you, to talk to you, to try to mend fences, talk about past truths. 2727 on the phone. 7 and 2 is 9. 9 is hermit energy. 9th house, which is the house of religion, mysticism, travel, learning, institutions, hospitals, stuff like that. Very interesting. But anyhow, I do numerology, and I do a little bit of astrology, and I talk about energy of the planetary alignments. I do tarot. Like, I'm kind of a jack of all trades. But really master of none, because I'm always learning stuff. Like, I love learning. I'm all about it. So, anyhow, but that's the message. Try to relax, focus on keeping your mind clear from negativity, and keep your emotions in check, and try to be in a compassionate and understanding energy when your masculine comes to speak, to do something, to fix things. So that's the SOS. Hope y'all get it in time. I know my channel's young, but thank you. Have a great night.